Hey guys, so today I thought I would do a bit of a back to school haul of supplies because I did go and get a huge majority of my textbooks for first term today, and I'll get to those in a bit. And I am in university. I'm going into my third year, so the one thing that I have with me all the time, unless otherwise stated by a professor, is my baby. I love this laptop. My laptop comes with me every day, even if there's like the one class that I'm not allowed to use it in. Some profs don't like you to use it because they think that you are watching a movie or doing other shenanigans. Some profs say that if you need to use it or would really prefer to use it, that you sit in like the first couple rows of class. And I like to sit pretty close anyways because I do wear glasses for distance, and so anything that makes things easier for me to see works for me. But I'd rather not sit in like the very front row like this, typing away. So most of the time I'm allowed, but anyways. So this is what I use a lot of times. I have in the past bought a lot of notebooks. I'm a notebook fiend. I absolutely love notebooks, but now I can't really like rationalize spending $4 or $5 on a notebook just because it looks pretty. As much as I'd love to, like if it wasn't my own money, then I would totally do it. But with my own money, I will go for the basic Hilroy notebook. A lot of this stuff is just stuff that I've used for over the past couple of years to school. I did pick up a couple things, and of course my books. But I usually get the 3-subject Hilroy notebook because I find that I don't write a lot of notes down unless I'm studying, because I like to type because I type much faster than I write. So I type my notes up, and a lot of times like I might just print them out to study, but I can only ingest so much just from reading. So I use my notebooks just to write out the study notes over and over until they're like grinded into my head. So that's the main purpose of my notebooks. I did try to do textbook notebooks in written form, and I can't lie, that didn't really work. Never really does. Every year I've tried, like, okay, it's gonna work this year, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna say it again. Maybe I can do it this year, because looking at my books, they don't look all that complicated in order to do notes on, so it might actually be doable this year, so fingers crossed. So that's the first thing. Obviously this is something that's used, it has some of my classes from last year, and even some like watermarks. But at the end of the year I just tore out the pages that I actually wrote, so there aren't as many pages in, and you can see that some sections have been more damaged than others. But so I love those. Writing down notes is great. To go with that is pens and highlighters and post-its and all this stuff. So first of all, this is just a bunch of post-its that I've compiled of different sizes. There's a big purple one. I have one from my campus that I have, and then a couple of just like the regular square post-its. So I just took a binder clip and clipped them together so that I could just toss them in my bag or in a pencil case. These I got at an event at school, and they're little flags, but they're like the really sheer plasticky kind, and I love them. They're so handy. I bought these post-it flags that are bigger than this, but the same idea. And I got a really good deal on these ones, and I can't remember because I bought them at like maybe like May. So I don't know, I think they're probably from Staples. And I think there was 100 per color. So I was getting like 500 for a really decent price. Just those nice bright colors. These ones are obviously more paperish than the other ones. Then the next thing I got, which is something you can never have enough of in university. High school didn't really use them as much, but university, you can't survive without highlighters. Now I'm not telling you to go out and highlight every page of your textbook, because people have been there and done that. It doesn't do anything for you, because you really have to read the page before you can highlight stuff. Because I know that in the past, like I tend to mark with pencil in some books, and with pencil I will do it as I read. But if I'm going to use a highlighter, I really do try to read, like at least read the paragraph and then highlight. Because sometimes I find you'll start highlighting, this is important, this is important. And you get to the very last line and it says, but this is irrelevant. And you're kind of looking there going, really? I just spent all the time highlighting for no reason? Or when you highlight thinking you're being effective, and you go study for your midterm, just like small tests or quizzes, or even like your final exam, and you go through your book, you're like, okay, I'll go through the highlighted stuff. And you open a page, and the whole 2-page spread is colored in highlighter. And you look at yourself and you're like, really? Really? I'm torturing myself? So that's just a note to anyone who's just starting university, or even if you're not starting but you need some tips because you realize, oh crap, I've been doing this for past X amount of years. Anyways, so that's my 2 cents. Take it as you will. But I like Bic. I don't think what else I bought was Bic, but I have a whole bunch of things. Like I have my Staples highlighter, which I think I found a couple of these when I was organizing my basement this summer. And this was like fully loaded. I don't think it's ever really been used. So that's a bonus. I'm a pen and pencil hoarder. And I'll get to that. It's bad. So anyways, I got these because they were on sale at Walmart for like $2. And I'm sure they're way more than that on a regular basis. So I was quite excited. And there's 6 of them. There's 2 yellows and then 1 of each color. Sometimes I will use the different colors for coordinating things. Other times I grab whatever's nearest me. For pencil cases, I have this one that I actually got from work, which is Old Navy, in case you guys don't already know. I actually have a couple of these because they were originally, they don't really have a purpose. Like they don't have like a designation. I have this one. I have one that says Glamour Girl on it, which I use for makeup. And then I actually bought one recently that's a cheetah print one. The purpose of that one, I'm not sure yet. But this is the one I've been using as a pencil case, so it has like marks and whatever, I think, from pens and stuff. So I'm just going to keep that as that. I actually have this one as well. It's Barbie. And I used it because it was like, it had the perfect amount of space for just a couple pencils of each color. My mini highlighters, which I like, but don't necessarily last all as long as a bigger one. So choose the bigger ones if you can. And then like I said, I have a pen addiction, and I haven't owned these pens in a really long time. And a friend of mine, Brianna Taylor, I will link her below, actually in her haul showed that she had some of these left over. And so when I saw them on sale for $2 and something cents, I was like, you know what? I haven't had these for a while, so I'm going to buy these. So I blame her. It's all your fault, Brianna. All your fault. So there's that. Something that I did get for pens was grips, because I have a vice death grip on pens when I write, and I've had a writing callus ever since I probably learned to write. So for a long time I couldn't actually find these. Like Staples, Walmart, none of those, I could never find them. Then I found 1 or 2 like brand new ones like in my house, like I just found them somewhere, and I was ecstatic. I was so happy. So for $1 I got 25. They're like, these are the old ones I have that are like ribbed. These ones aren't ribbed, but there's 25 of them, so that'll last me like forever. Love those. The next thing I got was actually a pen holder, because for my desk I always have like odd pen and pencil thrown around, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. So I got this cradle. And so I have my whiteboard pens over here, because my lovely calendar over here, and I love it. It's great. Holds like 50 things. So I will be enjoying that. It's great access to everything to keep on your desk but not have it messy or have a pencil case and have to dig through it. And last but not least, and today I went to the bookstore at my school and managed to find, so these ones are all used, and we have a lot of used textbooks this year, but the good thing about them is they don't look touched. Like, I've gone through so many used books in the past just like trying to find one that was nice, and there's like markings and everything, like it's horrendous. But these ones, and I swear everyone I picked up, pristine. So I'm like, save myself dollars? Sounds good to me. Also, Chapters came and saved the day for a couple books that my bookstore only had brand new. There was no used copies for. I found online Chapters for $10 less for both of them. So I saved about 22 bucks. So those will be shipping to me. I will get those soon. And there's only 2 works I'm looking for, and they aren't very expensive, so contacted a few people. If you guys are in Toronto by any chance, if you check out Tusbe, TUSBE.com, if you're at like any of the universities or colleges in Toronto, you can post used books on there or look for used books on there and meet up with somebody and buy them for less than what your bookstores charge. That's a good idea. So here are just the books. I can explain them when school comes as to what the heck they are and their purpose. But until then, have a great day, guys.